Hi guys, Akinia here. Welcome back. And today I'm going to be reviewing an Otome game called Obey Me. In case you don't know, Otome games are dating simulators where you, the main character, get to date multiple, or get to pick who you want to date in the game. Obey Me is the dating simulator that you may have seen online a lot. You may have seen a lot of ads with it, and so I saw an ad with it and made me really want to try it. So I decided to do a review. Usually when I see a lot of dating games, I wonder, is it worth the time? Is the game any good? So I figure other people probably also have these questions. So I decided that I would do a review that will hopefully help you figure out if you want to play these games or not. So usually I would do a rating going forward of rating them on the art, how beautiful are they, etc., on the characters, on the stories, and then also I want to do one on the dating, because I think the dating outside of the art is probably the most important thing to the game. So in Obey Me, there's 7 people to date. They're all demon brothers. So what I find different in this game is that, first of all, the story in Obey Me is that you are a female from the human world, and you are going to be attending the Devildom School for Demons. This school has already gotten 1 human, so they're taking 2 humans from the human world and 2 angels from their celestial kingdom, because they're trying to kind of mingle and mix with all these other surrounding entities. You start off with meeting the head of the school, Diavolo. With Diavolo, right there, like if you've seen all of the art. So right here, I'll just start the art review. You've seen the opening, you've seen the start, and it looks really cool and all. But as soon as you get to the story where they start to talk to you and all that kind of stuff, the characters change. The look of them change. It was very, very, very amazing art at the beginning, and then the story is kind of like they downed it a little, and that kind of bothered me a bit all while they're talking, and I was like, they look the same, but they don't. It's not as pretty as it should be, so that was a little disappointing in terms of the art. So yeah, that's the art. The art is kind of like, I guess if I was to rate this out of 5 hearts, which is what I want to rate them as, 5 pixel hearts. Overall for the art, I don't know, I guess I have to give it like, I almost want to say a 3. It's beautiful. They don't look, I'll give it a 4. They don't look bad, but I don't know how I feel about like all these different versions of them, especially like that story version, because you see, like, it's the main thing. You see so much of them in the story, and that kind of bothered me, that, when you mainly see the characters, that they don't look the way that you thought they would look when you started the game. Okay. Boom. In the game, you will get a phone. You get your phone almost like right away, and it's geared towards the Devil Kingdom. In this phone are like a ton of apps, including where you can make phone calls and you can message people in the phone. You are very limited with the phone calls, but you can see a lot more storyline and everything going on with the text messages. But anyway, when they're talking, you will hear in the story the voice of the characters. They won't be actually physically saying what is on the screen, but you hear little like umphs, umphs, and things, sound effects like that while going through the story. The dating portion of this game is hard. This game is very tough. There's not a straightforward story to where, like I said, you pick a character and you kind of go through the story and you build these relationships and make these choices with this character. You have intimacy that you can build with each character. When you have the characters, like I said, there's 7 brothers. Let's see if I can remember the order. Lucifer, Mammon, Leviathan, Satan, Asmodeus, Beelzebub, and Belphegor. When you have any of these brothers, which you can have 3 brothers in your team at a time, at the end of battles, not each battle, it just randomly sometimes happens. So you'll get a surprise guest, as they call it, and what they do is you can touch the character or give them a gift, food, or something like that that will build intimacy with them. You get 3 shots to build intimacy, and if you touch them in the wrong spot, because you can touch them in their head, you can touch them in their chest, and I think their arms. So I'm learning more about what areas as of right now that you can touch, and it's a weird thing because you have to swipe with your phone, and you can fail hard. Like, you have to learn what each brother likes. So if you have Mammon, then you have Satan, and then you have Lucifer, then you have to like, each one likes something different, each one likes different items, each one likes a different touch. So you have to figure out what each one wants. I've had times where I've tried to rub the chest and rub the head and stuff, and they're just like, nope, nope. I'm like, okay, this is difficult. So building a relationship with that brother is difficult. So it's hard. There are also a way on the homepage where you can choose a different brother on your homepage. So whoever you may like the most, you can choose them to be on your homepage. Every once in a while, you will see a thought bubble pop up, and you can click on that thought bubble, and you can do the whole surprise guest thing with them. Another way to build intimacy, which is in the game, is they have jobs that eventually unlock as you proceed through the game. The jobs are pretty easy. You don't really do much. You just choose a brother. So they'll have different buildings that they will start you with, the 2 of the buildings. Like, some buildings are geared more towards some brothers than others. So certain buildings would be better for Lucifer or Satan or whatever, and you would choose who would work for that business. So when you choose one, you get money and you get gems. Like, there are, like I said, so many components to this game. So like I said, on the home screen of the game, there are several different currencies in the game. You have your AP. That's what you use for fighting. So the more AP you have, the better. And every day you replenish some and you run out. I have so much AP in the game that I never run out. I just end up cutting the game off at some point because I get stuck or whatever. So another aspect is Grim. That's your currency. That's like the money of the game. It's called Grim. The last currency is the Devil Points. With the Devil Points, you can draw more cards out of the card thing. The name of the card drawing system is called Nightmare, and there are 4 different options in Nightmare. Usually one of them is for whatever event is going on, so there's some special cards in there. The other ones are by chapters, A, M, and G. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the differences are, but they do, like, I don't know, I guess maybe some are stronger than others. So when you're fighting, you have 2 options when choosing characters to fight with. When you battle, you have your demon cards and you have your memory cards. I think Chapter G has more memory cards, and usually that's when you see the characters in a more chibi-fied form. But when you see that really beautiful artwork of the characters, that's usually the demon cards. But there are some that look just like when they're talking. Yeah, like I said, the dating, I would have to rate it, because it's so difficult. I don't know, I almost want to say like a 2. The dating aspect, I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm not sure how high you can build the levels with the brothers. So far, the highest level I have is 9, and that's with Mammon. So I'm almost to 10 with him. You also level up as you go through the game, and that helps with unlocking different things on your phone, different aspects. So as your levels grow, you'll have more jobs available to them and stuff like that. In the, what is it called? Yeah, in the jobs. So my gosh, there is also mail that you get. That's where like the game developers send you announcements, and they may send you extra little presents and stuff like that. There are some loading issues, I will say that too, for the game. Sometimes it's very, very slow, and sometimes it hardly wants to load, and sometimes you will see notifications from the developers about that. This game, you guys, has a lot of components. Like, this is no regular dating simulator game. In most regular dating simulators, like I have one that I play on the Switch, you literally choose a character and you play a story with that character where you make different choices. In this one, you're going to have to make choices right away, but you don't choose a character. I mean, you kind of do, but really you can have a relationship with all of them. So in this game, they build intimacy. When you build this intimacy, it could be with anyone. It doesn't just have to be with Lucifer. That's one of the brothers. It could be with any of them, which is very different from most games where you have to actually choose somebody. You can't like have multiple relationships, but in this one you can. So that was really, really different. Another thing about this game, like I was saying, there are a lot going on. This game is very high tech and with new trends. They have what they call Devilgram. It is like Instagram for devils and demons, and it has a lot of pictures of the brothers on there. Within that app that they have, you can have stories of those photos. So you'll see the photo and you'll see that you can click on the messages or comments in the photo, and you can see a storyline relating to that photo. In which you will also have to make different little choices. Not as many with those. It's more like it kind of reads itself. But you do get to choose some things, and you have to progress. So as you get, I believe you get keys to progress in the Instagram part. So that part is a little difficult. I like it because I like to see the art. But in terms of the story and trying without having to pay, like I'm doing these games and I'm reviewing them from the aspect of someone free playing these games. I'm not paying money for these games or paying money to do anything in these games. So they want you to buy the keys from their Akuzan, which is their version of Amazon. And I'm just like, But they do have different ways to get currency that you would use for unlocking keys and stuff. So you can get keys in the game. They also have, like I said, just have a lot of components. Another huge component of this game is that they have what they call RAD, and you start off the game with doing tasks. They want you to accomplish different whatever little things. You go through a storyline. So this is where the main story is. You have different, like a little map, and you choose whatever. The one of the little icons will be for a story, and one of the little icons will be for a battle. They do have a card battle system in this game. And there's also a place that you can draw cards from. So like I said, there's a lot going on in this game. You don't just have dating, you also have that. You also have the Instagram, you also have the phone, and then that's not it. So we'll talk more about some of the other aspects in the app. But in the battles, they are chibi-fied. So it's like so many different versions of these guys. There is the super cute versions that you see on like the Instagram version. Then there's the kind that you see in the stories when they're talking. And then there's the version in the fighting where you see chibi versions of them. And they don't just fight, they dance. That is how they fight. So it's a lot going on, and I guess it's a lot to keep your attention. I don't know how I feel about that because when I started it, I didn't expect so much going on. I feel that playing this game, I've been playing for about a month. I feel like I haven't gotten very far in the game, and it kind of sucks because I got so much to do. So throughout the game, once you kind of get past the story and all of that, like once you start the story, and I've gotten as far as like the fourth round or area, it's difficult. There's a to-do list, and in the to-dos, they have a lot of categories that you can get extra points and items from. So there's beginner missions, there's daily missions, there's a total section where it kind of calculates lessons. So by the way, the different quests and stuff you do in red are called lessons. So I'm in lesson 4-1 or something like that. So the more lessons you do, the more characters you use, and all that kind of stuff, like all your achievements. So essentially total is all your achievements. Forever. So okay. Dating 2. That rating is because of how difficult it is to date the characters, your options, and to be honest, at this point I'm at level 9 with Mammon. I think I might have seen that it might be like capped at level 20 for the different guys, and at level 9 it's like not much happens. It's like, oh yeah, thanks, that felt good, maybe I'll see you in your room. Like there's no real story or interaction really going on there. So the dating aspect, I would say a 2, and the fact that it's so difficult to build a relationship with any of the guys. And some of the quests I've seen, they've gotten a little more intimate, which is nice. It's like, oh hey, can I kiss you or whatever, oh hey, come back to my room, hey, in the actual story. But most of the time nothing happens with them. So you're just building this relationship for what? So the last event, this brewery, because Leviathan is a otaku and he's into anime, he's into all that kind of stuff, and his idol brewery was doing some event, and so they made an event around that, and you were able to have better interactions with the characters in that event. I don't understand what the story is about. I mean, I know it's like you are a student and you're supposed to be, you know, going through the school, but you're supposed to be building these relationships, and they're building very, very slowly. I did have roadblocks because trying to beat certain levels was really difficult, and you had to really build up your cards, so you had to really use like their little crystals, and they have a devil tree that you could build skills with, kind of like Final Fantasy. Characters, I like the characters a lot actually. I think so far my favorite will be Mammon. I built the most relationship with him. He's greed and he just is money crazy, but he's very protective. He can be very protective. He can be really dumb too. He's also very protective. I would say my second will probably be, I like Beelzebub a lot actually. He's a very cute character. I thought I would like Leviathan more. He's kind of harsh and rash actually, so I don't know. I think he might be like a 4th. I think Lucifer would probably be 3rd. I actually thought I would like Asmodeus, who is lust, more, but there's not really anything going on with that, so he's near the bottom. Like I said, Belphegor, I don't see Belphegor. The characters are cute. Each one is very, very different. Like I said, there's other characters outside of the brothers. There's Diavolo, who is the head of the school. There are the 2 angels, Purgatory Hall. Simeon and Luke are the 2 angels, and then Solomon is the other human. He's actually a sorcerer. And I'm just regular human. So for the characters, I would say a 5, because I really, really enjoy the characters. I enjoy the interactions for the most part. I wouldn't necessarily say that they're for dating, but it's fun. It's comedic. It's good. The storyline, I guess I'll give the storyline a 3. It's kind of weird and it's kind of slow. It's very slow. It's very, very slow. The storyline is kind of cute, but like I said, it's not moving very fast. So I'll give that a 3. And then the game as a whole, oh my gosh, this game, I would have to give it at least a 3. There are so many things that you have to wrap your head around, and when you think about this game as a dating simulation game, and it's not just that, and then it's done in such a different way. It's done in a very unique way, which is nice. But I just feel like there's so many other things flooding the game that I don't think you can build the relationships the way you would want to in the game because of all the different things. The music in the game, I love the music. It's very cute. It's very it's cool. Like, it sounds really good. It fits the theme of the game, of the whole demon kingdom, especially when you go to draw the cards. That's probably like one of my best themes. Thank you everyone for watching this review. I hope that it helped you in terms of figuring out if you want to play this game or not. Is it worth playing? Yeah, it's worth giving it a try. Will it hold your interest long? Probably not. When I first started playing the game, I was only playing it here and there. I mean, like, once a couple days, you know. There's a whole daily card thing too, where you can get little stamps. There's 2 of those. There's one that when you first start the game you get, and then one like you get every day. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, if you tried this game and you really enjoy it, let me know. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know. And then tell me why. And if you liked this video, please like. And definitely leave me a comment. Let me know how I did on this review. If there's anything you would have wanted to hear about the game that I didn't talk about, let me know. And then that would be great feedback for when I do other reviews. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching again. And please subscribe and hit the bell. And I will catch you guys in the next one. I don't know what game I'm going to do next. You'll just have to be surprised when it comes out. Bye, guys.